Hi everybody, this is Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and I'm bringing to you today a card that I made with the Cake Crazy stamp set. I love it. A couple of years ago, actually, for my daughter's Sweet 16, I made her a topsy-turvy cake, and that's what this reminded me of. So I wanted to make sure that I got it from the A New Occasions catalog when it came in, and I'm going to show you how to stack and layer some of these cakes. Some of these layers are actually 3-step, so we're going to be doing this one. On this card that I made last week and posted, I did 2 of the steps. I used this stamp and this stamp to do 2 steps. Today we're going to do all 3 steps. We're going to do 1, 2, 3 for the bottom of the cake. So I want to show you that. I want to show you how to use this set. This set is a photopolymer stamp set, so it's clear. Makes it nice and easy to work with when you're layering. So we're going to use that today. We are going to use our Cupcakes and Carousels Designer Series paper. I just love it. I love the colors. The colors in that are Bermuda Bay, Calypso Coral, Early Espresso, Peekaboo Peach, So Saffron, and Very Vanilla. So we're going to use that today. The ink I'm going to use today is So Saffron, Calypso Coral, and Bermuda Bay. I'm going to use those to make my cake. So I'm just going to go ahead and open those up. Normally I don't have all my inks open, but because I'm going to be going back and forth with colors while I build my cake, I'm going to go ahead and open those. I'll go over the rest of the sizes for my card in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp on this piece, and this piece is cut out 2 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to use that one to stamp on. And I'm going to stamp in my Bermuda Bay first, because we want what I have here in gray. We want this stamp done first as our guide, and that I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to go ahead and get my stamps out here. Put it on my block. Alright, let me go into my Bermuda Bay. Again, lightly tapping, just like I've done in my other videos. I love our stamp pads. They're foam. They have a nice raised surface. They transfer the ink very, very nicely. I can see through this, which is nice because it's photopolymer. So I'm going to stamp that. Excellent. All right, let me go ahead and clean that off with my Stampin' Scrub, and let me go ahead and get my next layer, which is going to be this one here. And that's kind of going to go ahead and mirror the icing. And we're going to do this one in Calypso Coral. And I don't know if you can see on video, but if I line it up, I can see right through it. And I can see where it's supposed to go to build my cake. Perfect. All right, so now we have that one. So now we're going to add in the section with the yellow. So again, with the Stampin' Scrub, I just like to get the ink off while I'm going here. All right, so I'm going to get the third piece. So I'm going to get this one down here. So to make this one, I'm using a lot of stamps, but that's okay, because that's what I want. I'm going to use the So Saffron, and if you look through it, you can totally see where you're going to line up that yellow, right there. See how easy that was? Let me go ahead and hold that up for you. Because they're the clear photopolymer, you can see through them, so that you can go ahead and layer your images. So now I have my cake base done. And like I said, I did that in the 3 colors. I love the way the stamp set works. Love it. And I know you're only seeing part of it, but this is our Stampin' Scrub, and you use this with our Stampin' Mist. And one side is wet, one side is dry. You spray the Stampin' Mist on the wet side, which I've already done, and you rub your stamp off on the wet side, and then you rub it on the dry side. And it cleans your stamps right away. It's fantastic. I love it. It also conditions your stamps nicely, which is great. All right, I'm going to take this clear sheet off. So I'm going to use the word fantastic is my next layer. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my block, and I'm going to do that in the Calypso Coral. Let me ink that up. All right, and again, I'm just going to look down, look through it, and stamp it down. And because the pieces alternate with the way they're topsy-turvy, it makes it so that you can stack them on one another, which is really nice. Makes it fun. Like I said, I made a topsy-turvy cake for my daughter's Sweet 16. It's what she wanted. It looked fantastic. It tasted yummy too. So I kind of like the asymmetrical look. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use these two pieces because I want the polka dotted section right here. So I'm going to do that next. And I'm going to do this piece first with the bottom bar. I'm going to do that in the Bermuda Bay again. And let me go ahead and layer that in here. Perfect. All right. And let me get my next one. And I would have a whole bunch of blocks out, just have these all on blocks, but my table space where I video isn't big enough for all that. So it's just a whole lot easier if I keep switching out the one. So again, I'm going to look through, and you can look through and you can see right where it is going to layer. Excellent. All right. I'm going to use now the word super, because that's smaller than my word fantastic, and I'm going to do that in the Calypso Coral. It's just a really fun set to play with. Go ahead and put that right in there. Perfect. All right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the candles, because I'm making this into a birthday card, so I want the candles. So I'm going to go ahead and get the little candles that are in there. I'm going to stamp those in Bermuda Bay. Right on the top. Wonderful. And of course, since we have the candle bases, let me go ahead and get the flames. And we're going to do those in the So Saffron. Excellent. Look at that. So real quick, we have our topsy-turvy cake, and we're telling our person we want them to have a super fantastic birthday. So let's go ahead and put that together. Let me go ahead and close my inks. All right, and we'll go ahead and we'll put that together. So I have cut out here for my card base a piece of So Saffron. That's a piece of 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that is cut in half at 5.5. Okay, so I have a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5, and then we're going to fold that in half, and it'll be our 4.25, 5.5 A2 size card. Okay, I have a piece of Bermuda Bay that is 4 by 5.25. I have a piece of the Designer Series paper. Again, it's from the Cupcakes and Carousels paper pack. And that piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have another small piece of Bermuda Bay to back this one up with, and this is cut at 4 by 5.25. So let's go ahead and put this together. So my snail adhesive here, put it all on the back. I'm leaning on my Stampin' Up! Piercing mat. It's great to have cushion underneath your photopolymer stamps to get a nice deep impression. So I like to stamp on that on my table. I'm using some of my snail adhesive. I really like this paper. All right. All right, let me get my scoreboard. So I can go ahead and score this at 4.25, fold it over, I am not a neat scorer. I need my scoreboard. All right. We will go ahead and add these 2 pieces on there. Wonderful. All right, and where do I want to put this? I think I want to put this right here off to the side. And if you wanted to, you could take the tiny little sentiment that says birthday, and you could stamp it right down there. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Let me go ahead and move this. Get another block. And I'm actually going to stamp that. I think I'm going to stamp that in Calypso Coral. Let's give it a shot. I was thinking about doing it in Bermuda Bay or even in the early espresso, but let me go ahead and do this. I think it'll be dark enough. I'm just doing it down here in this little corner. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Wonderful. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. I'm going to get some fun dimensionals. Put some of those on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is kind of a big piece. And 5, one in the middle. Okay. Let me go ahead and pop that up. 2, 3. They give it just enough height, not too tall, not too short. All right, I'm going to put this over here to the side. Awesome. All right, so that was a quick, fun way to make a birthday card using our Cake Crazy stamp set. I made this one last week and posted that. So fun, a little bit different look. Like I said, I used the 3 colors here. I only used the 2 colors there. They both came out fantastic. I love the way they look. Again, this is available in our Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog that was just released and is celebration time. So for every $50 that you spend, you get to pick a stamp set or paper. There's also a card tin out of our celebration catalog. You can go ahead and click the link on the sidebar and go over to my website and take a look at it. If you email me at randycollins.247@gmail.com, I'll be happy to go ahead and send you a catalog so that you can have a paper one to go through. I know I like to go through the paper catalogs and put the little page flags in it and keep them around for the different project ideas. So I'll be happy to send you a paper catalog, or you can go right to my site at www.randycollins.stampinup.net. And also, if you look down my page on my blog, for every $50, for every order that is $50 or more in the month of January 2017, I will send you the supplies to make this card. So if you've purchased the Beautiful You stamp set, which is my favorite, again, there's a video down below that explains that as well. If you purchase this stamp set, then when you get the card supplies from me as a gift for being a customer, you'll be able to go ahead right away and make this card, because I'm going to send you all the paper supplies for all orders of $50 or more the month of January 2017. If you use the hostess code that is posted below this video as well, and that way, if you order the Beautiful You stamp set, you are ready to just go ahead and make this fun card that I have for you. So again, thanks for watching. I'm Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and have a great day.